Sadly, the Tian Ling's only gonna be 270. I wanted a 280 violent set plus, but we couldn't get that, so sad. And it's gonna be much more tanky. Like this Tian Ling looks kind of weird right now, right? But that's really interesting though, right? Plus 766. I don't know if he did that on purpose. That's pretty cool. Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summoners War video. Today we have an account improvement because I'll be rushing for this account. This account is Ninja's account and we are in global server. As you can see, he has a lot of shiny toys. He has 4 mollies. Obviously before the nerf, I've been really jealous. And you can see he has multiple LD and F5s on the back with Alexandria, Eludia, Pontos, Tian Ling, Sean, Audrey, so on and so forth. He wants me to rush for him, so I will be creating an AO and AD for him. I'll be probably making like 3 AOs. He has a lot of options, but I have chosen a few that I want to use during this rush, and an AD that I copied from one of those ranked players on top. So let's see how we make the change and see if we can get him a new record. His best record though was G2. He didn't get G2 recently. And to be honest, he has so many runes that my optimizer didn't work correctly. He has 4,000 runes, so let's check that out. So if you look at it, runes, he has 4,500 runes and optimizer wasn't happy about it. But I did try to use the optimizer as best that I could, and here are the changes that I'll be making. So the defense I'll be making is this. It's a Halfist, Nora, Tian Ling, and the Manon. Pretty annoying. I have seen this arena defense in G3 many times. We can even see it right now. If you go to ranking 1, Red Zenith I think is running something similar. Let's take a look. He's running the Pontos, Tian Ling, Nora, Manon. So we have Pontos as well, but I went with Halfist instead because I really don't know the build of that Pontos. Maybe it's 100 res, double nemesis will, I'm not exactly sure. I'll show you guys the runes for these right now and you guys will see the change. Halfist is on Determination, Energy, Will. This is going to be changed. I did go with 100 res, Despair, Revenge type of build, the more common one. Nora's Violent Will, it's going to be still Violent Will, I think a little faster, if I remember correctly. The Tian Ling will also be on Violent Will, much faster than what we see right now. Man is going to be on Violent Will, not Violent Revenge. Slower, but doing more damage. Now for the offense, the 3 or 4, if you count the variations I'm going to be using, is an Eludia offense, the really fast offense. He did have this offense as well, but I tuned it a little better with better runes. So this will be used to go against all the super fast teams. I'm hoping that we could outspeed most of them. Sadly, it's not like an Escher, it's a Draco, because we're not getting attack buff or anything from anywhere else. And then obviously the fast teams that we can't outspeed, we'll use the Varad. And if we meet some Halfists, I'll be using the Christina team. And then finally, I'll be taking this into the tanky Manon teams because we do need some kind of freeze that will deal with the Manons that, you know, are pretty much infested in Guardian level. So I still went with the Alicia. Right now it's tuned like this, but it is going to be tuned in a way where it goes right after the Zeros, so we could get the reset in. Yep, so that is it for all those offenses. I'll show you guys the runes for all of these. So this one, there isn't going to be much change. Draco looks like this. It's going to become faster actually. Eludia looks like this. Eludia is going to get slower but more damage heavy. This is, oh actually Samath goes next for the reset. And then finally the Cocky. And then when we look at the Leo team, Elia looks like this. Well, right now at least. Then Annabelle looks like this. The Varel looks like this. And then finally the Leo looks like this. Violent Destroyer. He was running a second turn team and I was kind of disappointed that I was on a violent set, so we'll be changing that. The Christina looks like this right now on Rage Will, but I didn't find the Vampire Will build, so we'll go with that. This is the Galleon, this is the Delphoy, and finally the Tiana team. Tiana looks like this right now. Galleon, well, Alicia, and Zera. So let's go and make all the changes. I'll be right back and then we'll test them out. I'll show you guys what each team will be dealing with and how I'll use it during the rush. And we'll also try and test out the defense and see if it could counter some of the really fast teams. Sadly, the Tian Ling's only gonna be 270. I wanted a 280 violence set plus, but we couldn't get that, so sad. And it's gonna be much more tanky. Like this Tian Ling looks kind of weird right now, right? But that's really interesting though, right? Plus 766. I don't know if he did that on purpose. That's pretty cool. Hey guys, I am back after reruning everything. As you can see, I have taken a shower. So a lot of time has passed since that introduction video. I'm gonna first show you guys the runes of the defense because a lot have changed. Now Halfist is no longer on this subsets of determination, will, some sort. It's now only on Despair Revenge, really tanky, a lot of HP, a lot of defense. Skill 3 recovered 20% and also damage taken from win 21%. So I think it's pretty decent in my eyes. Nora is going first on Violent Will, much faster than before. We have skill 1 recovery here, 16% to add in that additional sustain, and then just more defense, more sustainability on this side. This is definitely the weaker artifact. 93 accuracy. Then we have the Tian Ling, much tankier, no longer on a Despair Focus build, but on a Violent Will build. 270 speed, more accuracy than before, much more tankiness, and we are getting 90% on skill 2 here, so it's 82%, almost max accuracy on this Tian Ling now. Finally, the Manon on 100 resistance, 82 crit rate, decent defense, more than 200 speed. Accuracy is a little low. We're getting a little more accuracy here on skill 1 and skill 3 for the stun and defense break, defense up effect, and defense up effect on this side as well. So that's the defense. Now I'm going to show you guys the offenses. So the first offense that I created was this one because he was using this and I thought it was pretty cool. I wanted to continue using this, so I went with this one. I did upgrade the Draco's runes a little, 2 more speed on this side, so we had to tune everything according to that. Illudia was already way faster than it needed to be with the boost, so I didn't really, I made it slower but more damage heavy. The accuracy is still there, but a little more tankiness and a little more damage because you see now it's 87 crit rate. Other than that, nothing really special. Then we have the Samath going to put in the reset if he can land it. Accuracy is a little low. We're getting a little more skill 3 accuracy here, but I don't think that's what we needed, the skill 2 accuracy. Couldn't get anything good there. But after that, we were finally going on with the Kaki on 214 speed or 224 speed. It's a little slower than the Samath, and it definitely does not show up as tuned on the optimizer. But because we get the speed buff from the Draco's buff, I noticed that he was going in front of the Samath, so I did have to tune him down a little so that he goes after the Samath. Then I ruined, obviously, the Varad one, a very safe second turn team, not very surprising. The Leo's now on double will determination, 100 res, good crit rate, good crit damage, decent accuracy. We're with skill 3 accuracy here, so 40% on skill 3. Alaya then goes on violence will, 100 resistance, really tanky. Then Annabelle for the defense break, obviously 100 res, 85 accuracy plus. And then finally the Varad on 62 crit rate with the lead, 100%, decent accuracy, more accuracy here, 8% and 16% crit damage. So we are doing a lot of damage with this unit. But I noticed that we need another second turn team because the Halfist like this is very popular. So I did rune up another second turn team with the Christina. Leo is the same, so I'll show you guys Delphoid because she moves right after. Really tanky, a lot of resistance, well, max resistance, a lot of accuracy. We're getting a little more accuracy on skill 2, so we can land that Oblivion. And then we have Galleon with the 100 resistance, 85 accuracy as well, with the fight set and the shield set for more survivability. Then finally the Christina on the Vampire Will set because his Vampire set was giving her enough tankiness and damage in my eyes. So just went with that, and it looks pretty good with more damage on the artifacts. The final offense I went with, although he has a Chun-Li, I think these offenses will deal with most of the defenses that we'll see. And I know that we'll have to deal with tanky defenses with Manon, so I did still go with the Alicia offense that I like to use now. Tiana going first on 300 speed or 303 speed on a speed crit damage attack. Then Galleon on double fight will. Zeros will obviously move in front, double blade focus. I didn't want to go with Despair set or something like that because there might be Ongyokis that we go into, and if we stun them, it could cause issues. So I definitely just went with a resetter Zeros on the slot 6 accuracy set. Still decent attack because that's the condition to land the reset. And then finally the Alicia that's on Swift Blade, decent accuracy, that's going last with more accuracy. Oh, actually we don't have more accuracy on skill 3, we're just getting the accuracy from the base, 55%. So let's first test our defense. I know that we could deal with ours with this, so let's test it out. I'm gonna assume my offense is gonna win, or our offense is gonna win. We can't push back anybody, and I don't want to push back the Hafiz because I do want him to move, but I know that he's slower than everybody, so it doesn't really matter. But I'll still hit the Nora. She derped, great. The Teal lane derped as well. That's the one downside of these units, they derp too much. But there you go. See, Hafiz is super slow. Still not moving. Oh, it moves now. But we got the 5 stacks, that's perfect. Let's see if we could get the Oblivion on Hafiz. Nope. Nice. The Manon didn't parry for anybody, so we get the win. And it's pretty easy to win against Manon 1v1 now because you can't parry yourself. You just have to strip that, and we'll be good to go. We have 100 res and she doesn't resist anything because we have close to max accuracy on Delphoid as well. Now let's go test out the other offenses, okay? We are not gonna hit too many. Okay, here's one that we could hit with this one, right? I want to use the Alicia to deal with these tanky Manon teams. Obviously, it only works if you get the freeze, and I hope so. 55 accuracy is not that low. Okay, there's the resistance. We just have to reset the Triana. We got it. And we just need 1 freeze. We got 1 freeze. Oh, but we didn't get it on the Manon. Does this kill though? Okay, that's good enough. It's not bad. It could have been worse, to be honest. Yeah, so something like this. Although it didn't work perfectly because we got stunned and Manon didn't get stunned. Okay, this one will be using the second turn Varad team. Essentially, we shouldn't really be losing to this because we're mostly water and Tritons don't have will most of the time for some reason in lower levels. Even in higher levels, because a lot of people sacrifice the will for speed. But there you go. Boom. Easy kill. And if you proc, the game's much faster, right? No proc though. I will kill, yeah, the Samath, because there's no culling potential from that unit, and then Nana could get a stack. We don't want that. Sleep. No sleep. But this should kill. Okay, so that's that team. Like these, right? These are super easy to deal with the Lulu team. We're pretty low. We're like in the C2, C3 range. So there'll be less places we can use this, but there are still Martinezia and the Trianas as you climb. So I'm hoping that we could deal with that. Okay, attack buff on the Ludia is not that great, because if there's Abelio, we could get wrecked. But thankfully, there's no Abelio here, so or some math. So that was easy too. See how quick it is? These defenses, right? These defenses should be pretty easy in my opinion with this offense. Because technically we all do some decent damage. So we should strip, you know, break the shield. Okay, it didn't go exactly as planned, but we did increase the cooldown. So easy win, easy win. And Illudia like stuns too. Look at, oh, never mind. I was hoping she was stunned. But easy win, right? Easy win. Yeah, so those are the 4 offenses that we'll be using, and then we'll be using this defense. Thankfully, nobody's attacking it since I made the change. I hope it does better than before. If you see his rank, his previous rank in fighter, the defense rate wasn't even that high, 30%. If you look at my defense, it gets like 50+% if I'm in like C1, C2. If I go to like C3, G1, it falls to 30%. But I think his defense wasn't that great because if it's a fast defense, a lot of people could just choose to come with a really safe team, a slow one, to just sustain everything to get the win. Slow but sure win. But for a tanky defense, it doesn't really work that way sometimes because procs could wreck you. Again, his highest record was G2. I don't know if we could beat this record, but I'm hoping we could get at least close to it. So hope you guys look forward to that rush video. If you guys watched till now, please like and subscribe. Also, if you guys want to get account improvements like this, please join my Discord because all the information is there. If you guys want to support me or get account reviews, please join my Patreon because all my Patreons get reviews. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.